So I think if you hit Pennsylvania, Ohio, you can get a track in there somewhere, get one or two passes knocked out there. Then we get towards like Mocan and Tulsa, but they're going to have to be open already because you really need to be hitting those Tuesday or Wednesday at the latest. And then, because you've got another 2 hard days, maybe 3 hard days after Oklahoma to get to the coast and then get up to Modesto. LA to Modesto is almost 300 miles. All right, guys, welcome to the Drag Driver Pete News presented by Summit Racing.
Yeah, so some exciting news here. Deechworks is back as a 2026 sponsor. Appreciate them. They're back in a big way. They're going to be a brand sponsor, so you're going to see them on the apparel. You're going to see them as a show segment just like this, and they're also going to sponsor the Circuit 2026 Racer Party in Oklahoma, which is going to be awesome. In that email, they talked about all kinds of cool ideas for the Racer Party, for feeding the racers. Super excited about that. We are going to make that a great night. It's going to be so much fun. Plus, they're going to do giveaways and discounts to all of our race car friends in 2026. So appreciate them at Deechworks for, again, coming on board. So awesome when we were at Mega Week to go stop by and see them, tour the facility, see those machines that run pumps and injectors for 40 days or something straight?
Yeah, straight.
Yeah, so pretty cool. Again, they are in the Yellow Hall booth 5161. Make sure you go by, say hi, thank them for continuing to support us here, and talk to them about what their fuel components can do to help improve your program as well.
I want to talk about this. So if you guys missed the news on Saturday, you missed a big deal. So I hope Robert Voss is still in here in the comments. Him and I have talked every day since this weekend. This is craziness. 3,000 plus mile drag and drive. This is really like a cruise across the country, to be honest. In my eyes, this is, as of right now, unsanctioned. This is I hate to use the word cannonball run because it is not. We are not gumball rally running, driving fast across the country. I'm not anyway. Some people may, but free entry. It has again broken the internet this week. We've had on Facebook, we've had more than 50,000 views on the video. On YouTube, we've had like 70,000 views, I think, talking about it. I feel like 2026 is a huge deal. People are they're going to be out and about all over. My plan, and whatever anybody else does, that's their thing. Or the racer party is in New York, and there's a racer party in Modesto, California. Whatever you do between those two locations is your own idea. Okay, that's whatever you want to do. But I am hitting a northern route to Springfield, Illinois, and then hitting Route 66, and then I'm following Route 66 from Springfield, Illinois to Los Angeles, California, to the Portofino down there, and wherever Route 66 ends, and then I'm going to the Portofino and then on up to Modesto. This is going to be one of the craziest adventures ever. One cool thing is you have to stop at 4 different racetracks and make at least a pass at each one, but you have to have 6 passes total by the time you get to Modesto.
So if you're going that direction, have you ever been to the start of Route 66 in Chicago?
No, I mean,
it's going to be, it would be really tough not to at least go by there and drive down, because you're going to be able to say that you hit the whole thing.
This may be the name, the Dragon Ball. That's a good one.
I feel like we got to be careful. There's probably some copyright around that one already.
But around Dragon Ball, no way. It's
I do dig it.
Yeah, no letter afterwards. We're fine. So yeah, Buckeye Skips here. We'll start that Monday. I will not be in Ohio on Monday. I'll say that much only. Danny Fatka asking quarter mile tracks only. No, it's going to be 1/8 mile only passes that are required. So yeah, copyright. That's for sure.
But yeah, if you're going that direction, I would highly suggest hitting Chicago. And honestly, there's not a whole lot from Chicago until you get down to the middle. So, I mean, you could just jump on 66 and cruise for a while. Then you get to the parts where you start to see cool stuff on the side of the road. And that's really where you get distracted, though.
Well, and that's my thought, right? So to do it and do it right, I think that's why I'm going to skip Chicago. That's what I'm going to hit, because you can come through Indy. You can do that. You can hit the Summit Racing headquarters in Talmadge, Ohio, and then creep down to Springfield, Illinois, cruise down that way. definitely. I see Rodney Reeves here saying Flying H. I wouldn't hit Flying H; it's too far out of the way. But Ozark, Mocan, Tulsa, and Oklahoma City, that's kind of on the right. That's like right on the road. So that may be kind of what I have in mind, to be honest with you guys. The struggle is going to be that we're not going to rent tracks. We're not going to have, like, this isn't something like a normal drag and drive in that way. So Beachworks, they're leading manufacturer of high performance fuel system components. They are the official fuel delivery system of Drag Drive Repeat here. The DW product line includes fuel injectors, pumps, rails, regulators, filters, lines and fittings, plus pump modules and surge tanks, all engineered to support power levels from 400 to 3,000 horsepower. With a focus on engineering excellence and industry leading customer support, Beachworks continues to drive the future of high performance fueling. Make sure you're using code DDR when you're ordering stuff over there, deechworks.com. Everything you could imagine for your fuel system, fuel lines. Well, you heard me list the stuff off. Holler at Mark Campbell. If you don't know him, hit us up. We'll get you in contact with him. So you have to plan ahead, right? If we can get a track to say host a test and tune night that night, then that's the way we'll be able to go around it. So that's my only thought about that, is like, now you're trying to plan, because we're leaving on Saturday. So can I hit one or two tracks in Pennsylvania, Ohio? I see your wife dropped a follow dot in here. She's like, are we driving across country in the convertible? Rachel, come on, let's go. Come on. Come with us. It'll be fun. So I think if you hit Pennsylvania, Ohio, you can get a track in there somewhere, get one or two passes knocked out there. Then we get towards like Mocan and Tulsa, but they're going to have to be open already, because you really need to be hitting those Tuesday or Wednesday at the latest. And then, because you've got another 2 hard days, maybe 3 hard days after Oklahoma to get to the coast and then get up to Modesto. LA to Modesto is almost 300 miles.
Yeah.
So
it's going to be, and I've driven from LA out, and it is brutal depending on what time you go through there.
Yeah, I'm not excited about going to the Portofino, but it's part of it, man. By that point, the car will be so sorted, it won't matter. Like it'll be a street car with, I don't know how far it is from here to New York, but it's got to be 1,500 miles, 1,400 miles. By the time I get home, that'll be 5 or 6 or 7,000 miles. She says we are not. Oh, well, okay. Maybe Eric will. Maybe we just fly Eric out. We trailer his car out, and then he flies out, and then run from New York to Chicago. You know what I mean? I think that's what we're looking at here too, is like.
Yeah, we talked about this a little bit. It's just, even if a lot of people can't do New York to LA, there's so much that's going to be covered in between. Whenever they come somewhat near you, jump in your car, cruise along, for the day or through your state or however you want to do it, and just hang out with people. They're going to be making stops along the way. I think that's what's going to be really cool about this event, is just the overall camaraderie of people that are in the event and people that are just coming to hang out along the event. It's going to be pretty sweet.
Yeah, and definitely having the time, I think, Robert Voss says LA at midnight and Modesto by 5 a.m. Listen, if my plan is to use every minute possible and see as many sites as I can.
That's going to be the hard part too. Like there is so much from not Chicago, but you start going down like Springfield to LA. There's so much stuff that you can see. It's going to be hard to not get distracted, because you still got to make passes in there. So like, how do you manage your time? Because you want to sightsee, you got to make passes. Plus, you still got to make progress across the country.
Yeah. I may not be able to go to the Portofino and just go straight to Modesto. Yeah, who knows? Like, I mean, that's, I can't wait to do this. I think it's going to be a ton of fun. The plan currently is to do it in the old truck, simply because my grandfather he was in that truck in those 2 locations. He had been in the truck in New York. He had been in that truck in LA. So now if I can go back and do it, man, I think that would just be so cool.
Yeah. Do you need a spare engine to go with you?
I may take one just in case, but it's a stock bottom in LS. It'll be fine.
Yeah, depending how many burnouts you do along the way.
Oh yeah. And passes, it's only made 1 pass since being retuned, and it blew it up since then. So anyways, I'm excited about that. Thank you to Robert Voss for bringing this in. If you guys have questions, that's who you probably really need to talk to be honest. We're going to probably build out an event on Drag Drive Repeat and kind of bring it in that way so we can have one place for updates. This is really his brainchild. It's his baby, and he is working hard at it to make it one of the funnest events that will have ever competed in and just cruised in. So it's going to be a great time. So again, if you haven't seen that, go back to the news from 11/30/2025 and watch that again. It's during the AFCO Racing Products segment. So thanks again to Deechworks. I can't wait to hang out with those guys. We're going to have a ton of fun with them at PRI and, of course, all of next year because they've got a ton of stuff planned for everything. And again, code DDR10 for 10% off your entire order when you use deechworks.com. All right, run us in this last bit, man. And guys, you know how we do it. The race car friends, you guys help us out so much here. We appreciate that. And we've got big news for you at the end of the Drag and Drive Awards at PRI. And for the folks that are at PRI, you're going to get some extra special. We're creating that this week as well. I'm kind of pumped about PRI, dude. I mean, we're literally leaving 10 days. So
Yeah.
it's like the anxiety is next level right now. And of course, thank you so much to our sponsors. I know as a lot of you guys are, you're sitting there. This is the end of a holiday weekend. We've kind of laid around and hung out. As you're doing that last minute bit of shopping, into tomorrow as well for Cyber Monday, hit up these sponsors. They help us. They help you. They help the entire community. So Summit Racing has big deals. We're going to talk about those here in a minute. Deechworks, huge offers right now, up to 20% off. Molly Motorsports, you want the best pistons in the market, go right there. Driven Racing Oil, they've got, did you see the oil change kit deal they had the other day, man? Great stuff over there at Driven. Hit up Howard's Cams, J-Wire Solutions, AFCO Racing Products, Performer Built Transmissions, Car Change 3D, Power Tube TV for all the stuff you want to watch, WAF Racing if you want some like 3D printed carburetor tools and other fun stuff, Sweet Patina for the best hand cleaning wipes on the market, and then of course Racing Junk Classifieds, which we're going to talk about at the end of the show. They have a special drag and drive car segment, so you can jump in there and buy you a new car. I mean, I'm a size 1973 Nova, one of those.
Agree.